guys, welcome back to my channel. It's danahbanana. So today I am giving you my full-on review of the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. This is their new concealer that just came out, and I'm also doing a little wear test on it. Nothing crazy, but just showing you how it looks after hours of wear. So yeah, if you want to see how I feel about this concealer and how it works on my dry skin, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm not sure if I've mentioned this already, but I have tried this concealer a total of 5 times already. I have done 2 wear tests on it, one for 8 hours, one for 10 hours. I filmed 4 videos on it, and something happened in every single one. They either weren't like up to my standards, or something happened to the footage in a couple of them. So I have had a really hard time with this. I ordered it the day that it came out. It came to me a couple days later, did not take long at all to ship. So shout out to Milani for their shipping and everything. Like, it came so freaking fast. Like a couple hours after I ordered it, it had already shipped. So that was really impressive. I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting it on while I'm talking about it. So it is definitely a full coverage concealer. This one's really light because I got it whenever I wasn't self-tan. Now I am tan, but we're gonna make it work anyway because I do like a pretty bright under eye. Now, one thing you do have to do with this is blend it out immediately because it does dry very quickly, and when it once it dries down, it's extremely hard to blend out. So this isn't one of those concealers that you can like let set for a second and then blend it out. You have to blend it out immediately, or at least for me, I have to. As you can see, it does have very nice coverage. So the foundation I have on is my Glamouflage Hard Candy Glamouflage foundation. Love, love, love this foundation. It's beautiful on my dry skin. It's not cakey at all. It's just a really good foundation. Very, very underrated. But I've tried it with pretty much all of my other favorite foundations, so I wanted to try it with this one. I tried it with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I tried it with my Maybelline Superstay and also the new Milani Stick Foundation, which I am not a fan of this at all. It's really, really light coverage, especially compared to what I like. Just not a huge fan of it. Didn't really sit well on my skin. Now, with all of them, it pretty much worked the same. Looked really nice. The one thing I do have to say about it is that it is slightly drying. The consistency slightly reminds me of Tarte Shape Tape, but it's not as full coverage as Shape Tape, but it's pretty darn close. But if you have extremely dry skin, I would be very careful with this because I just don't think that it is very dry skin friendly. Now, because of that, I've had this for I want to say close to 2 weeks. Maybe not that long, but I've had it for a while, and I've filmed with it a few times. But even when I'm not filming, it's not a concealer I've been reaching for. And that is because now it doesn't patch up on me or anything. Like, with me saying that it's not like super dry skin friendly, it's not like clinging to anything. It just feels dry on my skin. It blends out nicely, but it is definitely a super matte formula, which is kind of expected because the foundation is pretty matte. So I mean, obviously the concealer is probably going to be similar consistency. That's pretty much the only bad thing I can say about it. I don't have oily skin, so I can't be a fair judge of this, but I feel like it could possibly be really, really good for oily skin. Very good drugstore alternative to the Tarte Shape Tape, because honestly, I kind of liked Tarte Shape Tape. I liked the coverage that it gave. I just didn't like the way it felt on my skin, how drying it was. and this reminds me so much of that. So I feel that if you like the Tarte Shape Tape, you will really like this concealer, and I believe it's like half the price. So, and another reason I am comparing it to Shape Tape is because during the wear test, at the end of the 8-hour and 10-hour wear test, there was, everything still looked absolutely flawless. It looked so beautiful. It still wasn't clinging to anything. Like I've been saying, is just the dryness is what's bothering me, just the feel of it. But other than the feel, if you have dry skin and you can get past that, like, kind of feels like it's a little tight on my skin because it's so dry. If you could get past that, it's actually such a beautiful concealer. But I am all about comfort when it comes to my makeup. If something feels too heavy on me or just like suffocating almost, I feel like it's like suffocating my skin kind of, and I just can't get past that. But it sucks because I really like the way it looks on my skin. I love the lasting power of it. So that's why I'm not going to say like, don't get this, it's a horrible concealer. I do think it's a really, really good concealer. It's just too drying for me. Because of that, I don't use like my Rimmel Stay Matte powder that I normally use over concealer, or just a loose setting powder. I haven't been using over it because it just dries it out even more. So the only thing I feel like I can use to make it slightly more comfortable is the NYX hashtag no filter powder. This is the Stay Matte Not Flat one. I just put this all over my entire face, including where I put the concealer, because just a loose setting powder is just dries it out way too much. But even with this, at the end of the day, the concealer still looked really nice. So yeah, I'm sorry this is like such a short video, and like I hope it was slightly informative. I'm just trying, I know it's new, some people have asked me to do a review on it, so I know this is kind of a vague review, but I do feel like I got a really, really good feel of it. Because most of my reviews, like, I try something a couple of times and then I give you my thoughts on it, but this I've tried for almost a week straight, so I feel like, you know, I can confidently tell you my thoughts on it, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and just show you what it looks like with everything on top of it. And yeah, okay, so I've got it all on, I've got everything on, and I still feel the dryness. I really do. Like, it's kind of uncomfortable. It's not like I want to rip my face off uncomfortable, but it's just like I can feel it on there. But I just love the way it looks on my skin. I'm so conflicted right now because I really do think it's a good concealer. I love the way it looks on my skin, and I'll probably actually do a little wear test. I wasn't planning on doing it because I've done so many. They all, like, something bad happened. So in all of them, like, something happened with the videos. So I'm like, I feel like this is jinxed. But I'm going to try to do a wear test. We'll see. You know, I'm not going to say I'll wear it for a certain amount of hours. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's already kind of late. But I am going to continue wearing it for the rest of the day. I'm going to the dog park, you know, I'll do a few things. Nothing crazy, but I will leave it on just so you can see what it looks like even after a few hours. Even if it's just 5 hours, I don't know, I'll keep it on as long as possible just to show you, so you guys know that I'm not lying, that it does wear really well after hours. If you see some darkness right here, it is not the concealer. I don't even know if you can see it on camera, but when I was doing my lower lash line, I had some fallout, and it's a really dark green, and it's like got there, and then I had a hard time getting it off. So there might be like a little shadow there. It is not the concealer, just letting you know. I'm gonna go do some things, and then at the end of my day, no matter how long it's been, I'll come back, check in just to show you what it looks like and give you my final thoughts after 7 million wear tests on this. Okay, so it is 6 o'clock now, so this has been on for about 5 hours. I know I probably should have done a longer wear test, but like I said, I've done this wear test. This is my 3rd time doing an actual wear test. I think my 5th time doing an actual video on this. To be honest, I am ready to get this video up and out of the way. But anyway, as you can see, it still looks really, really nice. My skin still looks fresh, and I will add that I used the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I've been using this lately, and it's my new favorite setting spray. I feel like my makeup really lasts whenever I use this. But other than that, like the concealer, it doesn't excessively crease. I mean, everything creases a little bit. Like I have a few little creases right under my eye. It's nothing really noticeable. It still just looks really smooth where I put the concealer on. Other than it feeling heavy on me and slightly drying, there's really nothing bad I can say about this concealer. I really like it. I love the way it looks on my skin. Even though it is slightly drying, I don't know, there's something about it that it makes my skin look really nice. I know I put on a lot of concealer. I know I do, but I could put 5 layers on of certain concealers and it never feels heavy. And that's the amount I've put less. I've tried to put less and it still feels just as heavy on me. I don't know, it's just something about it that just feels like constricting almost and like tightening, but it looks nice. This is the most confusing, frustrating review I've ever done. But I'm thinking that might do way better on oily skin, and I feel like it would really last on oily skin as well. So if you've tried this and you have oily skin, please let me know how it worked for you. Or even if you have dry skin and you've tried it, let me know how it works for you. I'm curious. Maybe it's just my scaly skin that is having issues with it. But like I said, other than the feeling of it, it looks absolutely beautiful. So that's all I have to say about it. I don't know. I just feel bad because it's a really nice concealer. I just don't like the way it feels on me. How many times am I going to say that? I've said that 10 million times. Okay, that's it. I'm done with this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, I'm gonna stop repeating myself and I'm gonna end this video because I'm annoying the hell out of myself. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Bye guys.